If you a mix and mastering engineer and you know what you're doing, you gotta watch this video on a brand new black box HG EQ, man. Check out these new features I'm about to show you on this new EQ. The saturation is crazy. What's going on? It's your boy, Perfect Harmony, and today we got that brand new black box analog HG EQ. I heard it's fire, man. I heard they coming out with the real unit too. Let's go ahead and get at the clap, man. Yeah. I heard this is that fire, man. We about to test it out today on the same drums, vocal, and bass that we used last time, man. We're gonna see if it's really hitting for what it's hitting for. We're gonna find out today, man, if we need to keep it or just leave it. Let's go. As you can see, the brand new black box analog design HG EQ, man. It looked like it's overwhelming, I ain't even gonna lie. But I'm gonna warn y'all, man, this ain't for the puppies. This for the advanced users, professional engineers that kind of know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go through some of the controls today. We're gonna look at it on bass, vocals, and drum loop. And we're gonna find out if we need to keep it or leave it, man. I think from just looking at it, I already want to keep it. I ain't even gonna cap you. I ain't even gonna cap you down, man. But this looks fire. But let's go ahead and go over on some drums and see, you know, what else it could bring to the table besides some regular EQ. So first, let's go ahead and look at the EQ, man. We got the standard boost. It's like a 3-band EQ. So we got one band, another band, another band. And these right here is the same as these. They just linked. So we got boost, and then we got the cut section at the bottom. Then we got saturation band for each. No, we got a saturation knob for each band. So I guess as you boost, you can increase the saturation per band. We got mid, side. We can solo those. Then you have the mid side button here to engage mid side. You got the 2 times button. So if you click this, as you can see, everything goes double. So you got 2, 4, 6. You take it off. You got 1, 2, 3. Then you got the ATT. I'm not sure what that is. So you got where you can have it on minimal view. Then you got where you can add the EQ section. So if you boost here, you can see it in the window at the bottom. And then also here where you can see the boost and the cut. But you got all the same features in the minimal mode as you do in seeing the full plugin, which have the boost and cut in view. You also got this button right here, which is parallel, so you can use the boost and cut in parallel per band. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try that out and see, you know, what that could bring to the table as far as, you know, using it in a mix. So let's just go ahead and see what this thing can do, man. Let's go ahead and pull up some drums real quick. We're gonna play those. It looks like the EQ curve right now is flat, so we will just engage it and see if it's doing anything. To me, it seemed like that low end is a little bit darker, you know what I mean? So it's giving it a little something at the low end. Let's play around with the boost. So if you add some boost and it's a little bit too much, you can use the cut to actually cut the boost from where you had already added it. So if you add, let's say here, and it's way too much, you bring the cut down by increasing it, and it'll bring the top of the boost down. So you see it's coming down, or you can have it all the way to the top. So basically boosting, and then you cut out what you don't want. All right, I like how that sounded. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of saturation to that on the lower band and see what that do. And I came across, if you hold Option and Shift, you can bypass the EQ move that you made per band. So if I wanted to bypass the saturation and hear without it, you can hit Option, Shift, and click on it, and you can bypass like that. See that? So let's bypass the saturation and see what it's really adding real quick. Yeah, man, that saturation adding that knock. I like that saturation on the low band and the mid band. That's dope. I like that. Let's keep going. So if you got too much low end, too much bottom, and you want to use the high pass filter, you can use that right here. Let's see if we can bring out that little hi-hat real quick. Looks like that ATT is bringing the gain down some. If you look at the white line, it's the exact same. It's just bringing it down maybe a dB at a time or something like that. What I really like about it, man, I don't hear it really getting harsh at all. You know what I'm saying? It's bringing that air, it's bringing the low end thump, but I don't see it getting woofy or real harsh. I'm actually really liking the way it sounds though, can't even lie. All right, let's go ahead and try it on some vocals real quick.
Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, cause you're where I wanna be. Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, cause you're where I wanna be. Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, cause you're where I wanna be. Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, cause you're where I wanna be. Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, cause you're where I wanna be. Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, cause you're where I wanna be. Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, cause you're...
I'm actually liking that high band in parallel. So I actually like this right here for the high end on a vocal. I actually like it on the par setting, the parallel setting.
Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same thing?
The saturation sounds really good too.
Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, cause you're where I wanna be. Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, cause you're where I wanna be.
I'm not hearing it really get too harsh and like just unlistenable, you know what I'm saying? But it's actually sound real good and smooth, and it give you that saturation that you actually want to hear, that is pleasing to the ear.
Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, 'cause you're where I wanna be.
Listen to the saturation on and off, and you can see how the saturation adds this smoothness to the vocal, along with giving it that, that top end that you really want to hear.
Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just naive, falling for the same things? They could call it lust, but in you I trust. Let's forget about the world, 'cause you're where I wanna be. Is it really love? Is it really love? Or am I just
Not a harsh saturation. It's not a harsh saturation, man. It's the saturation that is pleasing to the ear, man. Trust me. This plugin right here is fire, man. I can't even lie. Let's go ahead and try it on baseline real quick. Man, that parallel setting is really doing it for me, man. I like what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? I actually really, really like the way it sounds, man. So it's looking like the ATT pretty much grabs the whole frequency curve and brings it down. All the EQ moves that you've made is bringing everything down at once. As you can see, the white line, as you go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, is bringing everything down. The same as the blue line is bringing everything down. So if you add that boost and you want to clean it up a little bit with the high pass filter, it's right here. So easy. Yeah, man, I like it on bass too. I like it on bass, vocals, drums. It'll probably work on everything that you throw at it, man. It's just a really, really, really good EQ. The Black Box Analog Designs HGQ, man. This might be one of my favorite EQs so far in 2025. I ain't even lying to you. 2025, I think this might be my favorite so far. We got a lot of year to go, but as far as what I've tried so far this year in the EQ section, this is one of my favorites right here by Plug-In Alliance and Black Box, man. Crazy. We just went over the Black Box Analog Design HGEQ, man. This is one I would definitely recommend to anybody who's really not a beginner, but if you advance mixing and mastering engineer, I definitely recommend this plugin, man. It could do it all, man, from saturation per band to boost cut, from using the boost cut in parallel. It could do anything you want, man. That saturation is fire, bro. I ain't hear it being harsh. If you heard it being harsh, let me know in the comments, man, because I didn't hear it being harsh, and I kind of boosted it a lot. I actually boosted the highs really, really high, and I ain't really hear it really get harsh, man. So the saturation sound good. The EQ itself sound good. I like the features. I wish it had a low pass filter as well. It doesn't have that. I kind of wish it did. That'll make it, even better. But for what they did with this plugin, man, I would love to even try that real unit that they just came out with, man. But the plugin sounds good. I recommend it, man. More videos like this. Make sure you like and subscribe. You can follow me on all platforms at Perfect Harmony, man. Check out my website, www.perfectharmony.com. And it's been a good one, man. Check me out on the next one.